Tapping in as well.
Over the top. I mean, that was a full force shot to the temple. I mean, he's right now. So they wipe off his gloves, but you look at him like he's really feeling it right now. I mean, he probably has no idea where he is.
When I'm going to take your soul, and you're either going to give up or you're going to get knocked out. And unless you have that instinct, you just will never be a good fighter.
Likely that one big shot's gonna land if the guy's not throwing other shots. So I thought with less artillery in the air, less bombs in the air, that the guy would have a chance to get to later rounds.
Tapping went wild overhead. That was a full force blast straight to the temple. Right then, he's gone. They wipe his gloves clean, but his face says everything. He's feeling it, deeply. He probably has no clue where he is. When I say I'll take your soul, you either quit or you get flattened. Without that instinct, you're never elite. One massive shot eventually lands if the other guy isn't firing back. Fewer punches, fewer bombs. That's how you survive to later rounds. But the ending was already sealed, and it was brutal. This night didn't just knock Jake Paul out, it blew up the fantasy of crossover boxing. I'm telling you now, careers tilted, egos cracked, before the canvas even cooled. So rewind hard, because the path here matters more than the punch. Joe Rogan laughed ringside like he knew the script. And no, this wasn't shocking unless you pretend nobody knew. Everyone knew. The second an Olympic gold medal heavyweight stepped in, it stopped being a fight. It became a timer. If you're mad already, good. Something's still unsaid. And it's coming. Realistically, this was insane. You take a guy fresh off a sparring level bout with 58-year-old Mike Tyson, then throw him in with one of the scariest knockout artists alive. I watched Rogan lean toward Anthony Joshua, smirking like the ending was printed. He said what nobody wanted spoken. Boxing ignores hype, followers, and fairy tales. When Jake hit the canvas, the shock wasn't the fall. It was the click. Reality snapping shut. He usually dances with aging MMA icons and retirees. Suddenly, he's facing a two-time heavyweight champion with nuclear timing. Here's the part that should unsettle you. Rogan said the result was never uncertain. If that's true, who approved this? And why does it feel intentional? This wasn't physical. It was mental, psychological warfare. I warned you. One day, I'll take your soul. You'll quit or collapse. Without that instinct. Afterward, Joshua didn't soften a word. The temperature spiked. He said the early knockout saved Jake from worse, darker, slower, uglier. He wasn't bragging. He was cautioning. He said if it dragged on, he'd dismantle Jake piece by piece. Body, mind, spirit. Listen carefully. That line is a ticking bomb. When a champion calls a clean finish mercy, he knows how horrific it could have been. I keep asking who greenlit this matchup knowing the history. Immediately after, the question came, will Joshua fight Tyson Fury? My first thought, after that, who cares? I like Anthony Joshua, Spencer. Every interaction, he's impressive. But beyond inflating his bank account, what changed? Nothing. Legacy? Zero. He was already scheduled to fight in November. He faced Jake Paul instead. He cashed out. He'll fight again February or March. Fury might loom in September, if he returns. Joshua made serious money. That's prize fighting. That's the business. Then the world split like a cracked jaw. Half screamed cash grab. Half whispered, maybe Jake's ready. Both missed it. Joshua isn't a test. He's a wall. Olympic gold. World titles. Years of violence. Jake's still stacking bricks. When that right hand ended the night, Simon Jordan called it a dark day. You felt it. When broadcasters say boxing looks like a joke, that's fear. This line can't be uncrossed. Not after Joshua ripped it apart. Spencer asked, 6 rounds to end Paul. Reputationally, where does it leave AJ? Thankfully, no judges. Points would have been disastrous. He needed a stoppage. He could have ended it any time. Cut the ring. Done. Instead, he waited. Let Jake run. One clean punch landed. The one that broke his jaw in 2 places. But seriously, didn't you tell us in this very studio the other day that he needed to end it in round 1? I did. Otherwise, exactly what we got. And honestly, what we saw was barely entertainment. Not the fun kind most people enjoy. People wanted more. Then came the legacy chatter, and it made my stomach churn. They asked what this did for Anthony Joshua, and the answer, nothing. Except a fatter bank account and a louder question mark. Points would have been disastrous, and everyone knew it. So Joshua did what he had to do. He ended it. But paranoia creeps in. Frame fights as entertainment instead of danger, and suddenly you forget what real danger looks like. Tonight, danger showed up early, and it smiled. Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul shared a ring. A giant Olympic gold heavyweight. Anthony Joshua. Nightmares in flesh. One punch nuclear power. One punch. Joe Rogan doubled down afterward. Blinked? You missed it. He called Joshua one of the most athletic heavyweights ever, moving like a middleweight trapped in a 66-pound nightmare. That line alone should kill all crossover fantasies. When speed meets knockout power, forget learning curves. You get endings. And I swear, there's a third reveal. Rogan said putting Jake, or Logan, in there makes zero sense. Still, people talk like it's inevitable. Why share a ring with Joshua? Your takeaways from 6 rounds, if you watched, should impress. I was shocked by Jake Paul. From Disney kid to pro fighter. That takes guts. And he's striving to be the best he can. You see it in his movements, his punches, his performance. But to make a 2-time world heavyweight champion miss? That's insane. At times, he ran, dodged, and jumped. But sometimes, he was in range, keeping AJ off balance. Respect. Then the finishing punch. Broke his jaw badly, but didn't KO him. That shot would have slept many pros. Jake stayed on his knees, laughing, spitting blood. Crazy. Brave. Hats off. He showed he's developing skills to protect himself. The size difference tires him, obviously. People think AJ should have ended it in 1 round. Maybe. Big ring. Hard to chase someone like Jake. Run at him and look novice or play smart. Then Adam Booth stepped in. Weird moment. He gave Jake credit. Made Joshua miss. Showed ring IQ. Hopeful? Maybe. But reality snapped back. Once Joshua adjusted, it was over. Scariest part, skills didn't save Jake, won't save the next guy. Warning nobody's hearing. Logan whispers started. I laughed, then stopped. Analysts shut it down. Comedy for all the wrong reasons. Jake trains full-time, still got caught. Logan treats it like a hobby. Teaser 4, reckless conversation, tempting disaster again. Logan wouldn't last. Instead of ending it, the chatter fueled the spiral. Comparing the brothers hurt more than the knockout. Jake took boxing seriously, earned basic professional respect. Supposed to be silver lining, but stacked against a shattered jaw and laughing ringside legend? Thin. Even respect has limits. Analysts predict Logan would make boxing a circus. Not exaggeration. Prediction tempts fate. By the end, everyone tried neat closure. I refused. 2 stories came out. Crossover boxing dying, or Jake stepping up. Both true. Both dangerous. Skill, experience, power always win. But bills come due somewhere. Who pays when cameras turn off? I replay Rogan's laugh. Not cruel. Resigned. Gravity doing gravity's work. Scarier than outrage. Resignation equals expectation. Expectation equals not an accident. Not an accident equals meetings, contracts, nods unseen. I don't like that trail. Not one bit. Think it's over. Bell rang, jaw broke. Checks cleared. Wrong. Language changed afterward. The tone shifted. Suddenly, everyone whispered about mercy, nightmares, inevitability. When a sport starts speaking like that, it's bracing for impact. And I swear, there's a name we haven't heard yet, about to get dragged into this mess, whether they like it or not. Everyone asks, what's next? Safe question. The real question, who profits from pretending this was normal? Normal fights don't feel like warnings. Normal knockouts don't sound like confessions. I'm telling you, something is still unfolding behind the scenes. Someone is lying by omission. When it breaks, it won't be clean, loud, messy, irreversible. Don't relax. Don't click away thinking you got the story. This resolved nothing. It exposed it, and exposed things don't heal quietly. They fester. And as long as money whispers louder than caution, this stays volatile. I'm not convinced the next update is even about a fight. The real explosion, accountability, and nobody is ready. Logan would be a bigger mismatch than Jake Paul. At least Jake trained with real boxing coaches and actual pros. Logan? Exhibition with Floyd Mayweather. Tiny guy. Not saying small guys can't hit, but Floyd handed him a couple of clean ones with zero defense. Now swap Floyd for his friend, Anthony Joshua, and see what happens. Probably worse. Logan's taller than Jake. Maybe stronger. Maybe not. doesn't matter. He may feel confident and try to brawl with AJ. If that happens, it'll end faster. 6 rounds for AJ to catch Jake. That took time because Jake stayed moving, elusive, cycling in and out. He tried a terrible man's Alexander Usyk maneuver. Failed. Logan won't pull that. Logan will come at AJ swinging in bunches like he did with Floyd. AJ lines him up, sets the shot, and the second it lands, boom. Logan's going down, probably hard. And that's just the start.